So you think you want to see Scotland? An American's first glance. All right, fellow travelers, let's talk Scotland. You've seen the pictures. Braveheart, probably. Maybe Outlander got you hooked. Rolling green hills, ancient castles, men in skirts. It all sounds terribly romantic, doesn't it? Well, Scotland, particularly the Highlands, is all that, and then some. It's a place that grabs you, and it doesn't always let go gently, so pack your curiosity and maybe a dictionary for the accents. You're thinking of trading your California sunshine or your New York hustle for what? Drizzle and sheep? Yes, and it's worth it. Trust me, the Scottish Highlands are not just a destination, they are an experience. The Highlands are steeped in stories. And I don't just mean your uncle's fishing tales, these are myths born from the landscape itself, from the swirling mists and the deep, dark lochs. Every shadow could hide something ancient, something a little bit magical or terrifying. The Scots have a wonderful imagination, or perhaps they just see things we don't. Keep your eyes peeled, especially near water. First up, the kelpie. Sounds cute, right? Like a friendly seaweed puppy. Wrong. These are water spirits, often appearing as beautiful horses, luring unsuspecting travellers to a watery doom. Ah, Loch Ness. You've heard of it. Home to Scotland's most famous resident, Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. A creature of myth, legend, or perhaps just wishful thinking. The loch itself is immense, deep, dark, perfect for hiding something prehistoric. Or a very large eel. It stretches for miles, a vast slash of water. Cradled by imposing highland scenery, it certainly looks the part for a monster's lair. The Nessie story isn't new, folks. Tales of a water beast go way back. St. Columba supposedly had a run-in with it in the 6th century. He told it to behave, and it apparently did, for a while. Prepare yourselves for Glencoe. This isn't just a pretty valley, it's an epic, a place of jaw-dropping, almost intimidating beauty, towering mountains dark and stark. They seem to crowd in on you. Waterfalls cascade down their rugged flanks. The river Coe snakes through the valley floor. It's a landscape that demands your attention. And perhaps a moment of respectful silence, or at least a good wide-angle lens, but Glencoe's beauty is tinged with tragedy. This was the site of the infamous massacre of Glencoe. In 1692, government soldiers, guests of the MacDonald clan, turned on their hosts in the dead of night, a brutal act of treachery. Section 5, History, Highland Style. Forget what Hollywood told you, let's talk history. Scottish history. It's not all Mel Gibson in blue face paint, though credit where it's due. Braveheart got people interested. William Wallace was a real hero, a key figure in the wars of Scottish independence. But his story is more complex, and perhaps more impressive, than a single bellowed freedom. The Scots have been fighting for their identity for centuries. And the Highlands were often at the heart of it. It makes for some stirring, if often bloody tales. Then there are the Jacobite risings, romantic doomed attempts to restore the Stuart kings, Bonnie Prince Charlie, a charismatic leader or a misguided adventurer, depending on your historian. He rallied the Highland clans, kilts and claymores, against the might of the British government. It culminated in the tragic Battle of Culloden in 1746. If the Highlands are Scotland's dramatic heart, then the Isle of Skye is its fantastical soul. This island, with its rugged landscapes and mystical aura, feels like a place where legends come to life. The very air seems to hum with ancient stories and timeless beauty. You cross a bridge or take a ferry for old time's sake, and you enter another world. The journey itself feels like a passage through time, leaving the modern world behind and stepping into a realm of natural wonder. Seriously, the landscapes here are otherworldly, almost alien. The misty mountains and dramatic cliffs create a scene that feels more like a painting than reality. Jagged peaks, bizarre rock formations, sweeping sea views. Each element of the landscape seems meticulously crafted to inspire awe and wonder. It's like Mother Nature decided to get really creative, and maybe had a bit too much whiskey while doing so. The result is a landscape that defies logic and invites endless exploration. Prepare for your camera to work overtime. Every corner of Skye offers a new perspective, a new story waiting to be captured. The Old Man of Storr, a giant pinnacle of rock sticking up like a grumpy old man's thumb. This iconic landmark is not just a sight to behold, but a symbol of the island's rugged character. It's an iconic Skye landmark and a bit of a hike to reach, but the views are worth every huff and puff. The journey to the top is a pilgrimage for nature lovers and adventurers alike. Then there's the Kiraing, a landslip on a massive scale, creating a surreal landscape of cliffs, plateaus, and hidden lochs. This geological wonder is a testament to the island's dynamic and ever-changing nature. It feels like you've wandered onto a movie set for some epic fantasy film. The mist that often shrouds the Kiraing adds an extra layer of mystique, making it a perfect backdrop for tales of adventure and magic, which, incidentally, many have been filmed here. No surprise, the island's dramatic scenery has made it a favorite location for filmmakers seeking to capture the essence of wild beauty. And yes, Skye has its fairy connections too. The island's folklore is rich with tales of mystical beings and enchanted places. The fairy pools, crystal clear, ice-cold pools and waterfalls, supposedly a bathing spot for fairies. These enchanting pools are a must-visit for anyone seeking a touch of magic. Brave souls or slightly mad ones swim here. The icy waters are invigorating, to say the least, and offer a refreshing experience for those daring enough to take the plunge. The Scottish weather. Let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the mist in the glen. It's legendary and not always in a good way. You'll hear about 4 seasons in one day. It's not an exaggeration, it's a daily forecast. 1 minute, sunshine, the next a torrential downpour, followed by wind, then maybe some more mist. It keeps you on your toes and constantly checking weather apps that are usually wrong anyway. The mist. It's an integral part of the Highland experience. It rolls in silently, transforming the landscape, turning familiar hills into mysterious shapes, muffling sounds. Sure, you can buy a tartan scarf or a plastic Nessie. These souvenirs are fun and make for great gifts to bring back home. They capture a small piece of the Scottish spirit, but they are just the surface. And there's a time and place for souvenirs. They serve as reminders of your travels and the places you've visited. But if you want to truly experience the essence of the Highlands, you need to look beyond the gift shops. The real magic of the Highlands isn't in the gift shops. It's in the landscapes that stretch out before you, the rolling hills and the mist-covered mountains that seem to touch the sky. It's found off the beaten path, in the quiet trails that wind through the countryside, where you can walk for miles without seeing another soul. In the small villages, tucked away in quiet glens, where the stone cottages have stood for centuries, and the history is palpable in the air. Here, life moves at a slower, more considered pace. People take the time to stop and chat, to enjoy a cup of tea, and to appreciate the simple pleasures of life, where you might be the only tourist for miles. This solitude allows you to connect more deeply with the place and its people. This is where you'll find the authentic Highland welcome, warm, genuine, and heartfelt. The locals are friendly, but they also value their peace and quiet. Once they've decided you're not too much trouble, they'll open up and share their stories. Take time to wander, get pleasantly lost in the narrow lanes and hidden corners. With a map and compass, of course. This isn't a dare, it's about exploring safely and respectfully. Explore those little side roads, the ones that look like they lead to nowhere. They often hold the most delightful surprises. The ones that look like they lead to nowhere often lead to somewhere quite special. A hidden waterfall, a forgotten ruin, or a secret scenic spot. They often lead to somewhere quite special. A hidden waterfall, a forgotten ruin. A place where you can sit and take in the beauty of the Highlands in peace. A breathtaking view you won't find on any postcard. These are the moments that make your journey unique and unforgettable. These are the moments that make a trip memorable. The unexpected discoveries, the personal connections, the stories you'll tell for years to come. So, your Highland adventure comes to an end, but what an adventure it has been. From the moment you set foot in this rugged, enchanting land, you were captivated by its raw beauty and timeless charm. You've seen the lochs, climbed the hills, some of them. Each step you took brought you closer to the heart of the Highlands, revealing its secrets one by one. You've braved the mist and maybe even spotted Nessie. Probably not. But the thrill of the possibility added a touch of magic to your journey. You're heading home with a camera full of photos and a suitcase full of slightly damp clothes. Each photo tells a story, each item in your suitcase a memory of the adventures you had. But the Highlands give you more than just memories. They offer a sense of peace, a connection to nature that is hard to find elsewhere. They leave an imprint on your soul, a sense of wonder, a touch of wildness. The wildflowers you saw, the landscapes you admired, they all become a part of you. It's a place that stays with you. The sweeping views, the peaceful glens, they linger in your mind, calling you back. The myths and legends you've heard, they don't seem so far-fetched anymore. Standing in the shadow of an ancient castle or walking down a mysterious forest pathway, you can almost feel the presence of those who came before. When you've stood in a silent, misty glen or gazed into the dark waters of a lonely loch, you understand where those stories came from. The landscape itself seems to whisper tales of old. The landscape itself breeds magic. The dramatic lighting, the misty mountains, they all contribute to the sense of enchantment. It invites you to believe in something more, something just beyond the veil of the everyday. The enchanted forest pathways and mystical moorlands beckon you to explore further. And that feeling lingers long after you've left. The sunsets over the lochs, the paths you walked, they stay with you, a gentle reminder of the magic you experienced. The modern Highlands are a blend of old and new. The villages you visited, the communities you met, they are a testament to the enduring spirit of the Highlands. Tradition is cherished, but life moves on. The festivals, the street scenes, they show a region that honors its past while looking to the future. You'll find vibrant communities, innovative businesses, and a new generation proud of their heritage while embracing the future. The markets, the young people working on laptops, they are the future of the Highlands. They are still that fiercely independent, resilient people, just with better Wi-Fi these days, usually. The families you saw, the homes you visited, they are a blend of tradition and modernity, a perfect reflection of the Highlands today.